Om Shanti. 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 Shani, the Black One, Lord of the planet Saturn. I worship the black, the ether, the endless void, the void of mind from which all material crystallizes. I worship thee. And in this blackness, Shani is related to the higher mind of Shiva and to Jagannath, whose being is the expanse of all existence and the blackness within which all existence is subsumed within. During the events of the Ramayana, there was one planet that defied Ravana, and that planet is Shani, was Saturn. Shani is brother to death. Shani partially governs over time. Shani governs over the lower beings, being something of an analog to Satan in the Bible. Shani and Saturn represents rules. It represents divine order beyond that which is perceived, beyond personal relationships. It's that which is the rules at a high level, and people feel restricted by Saturn, but it is because at their low material level, they look for some material mitigation of these rules, but Saturn doesn't care for the matter. Saturn is only divine law. And this can be seen through angelic beings, being seen through the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is the higher aspect of Saturn, that which is angelic and ethereal, while Capricorn is the lower aspect of Saturn, which is earth. Saturn rules over the ether that condenses into the earth. And so earth can be seen in the color black as much as ether. As earth capacitates the other elements, so ether capacitates the planets. Ether is the medium through which the planets play, and is the medium through which they project their energies, as earth is the medium through which matter is playing. We play out our dramas on the earth, on solid ground, without rock and dirt to hold all together. There is nothing but eternal flow. That which is hard and still gives basis for everything else. And so in this way, Saturn is the most basic basis and the most high basis. It is the black ether, the dark wind, as much as it is the still earth, ever solid, ever resonating with the energies of the elements and the planets. And so ether and earth are both like a bell. All of the ether echoes against itself, and as does the earth. Saturn is the restrictive element, the restrictive force. But understand that the pure inspiration is ever expansive, but it cannot be realized in existence until it contracts. And that contraction, Bina, is Saturn, is Shani. Saturn is law, Saturn is time. The gods make many rules, but the final law is ether. And that is where Shani works. So the gods, they have to contend with ether, they have to negotiate with ether, they have to mitigate ether, they have to make their rules in accordance to the desires and the powers of the ether, to the cold darkness. In this way, chaos can be seen through Saturn as well. Capricorn can be seen through Baphomet. Baphomet is the zodiacal lord of Capricorn, and Aquarius has some connection to Kali Ma, or can be related to her anyways. All things disintegrate in the dark, even thoughts themselves. Om Shan Shani. Om Shan Shani. Om Shanti. 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 So much fear and confusion, so much angst, so much regret, all to be consumed in the endless dark. How few souls will find their way to deliverance. How few souls will find their way to the angelic realms. Everyone else is in blackness. Everyone else is in Tamos, the Tamostic darkness that pervades the minds of the weak. And yet the Tamos is holy, and the Tamos is absolute. Chaos itself is absolute. There is no salvation in chaos, and in a sense that's what's so beautiful about it. Sattvas is not absolute. Sattvas must find what is absolute. Light is just the inflection of darkness. A collapsing vortex of ether that then explodes into light. This is the secret of the birth of stars. This is the story of the birth of God. There is no God before this truth. There is only blackness. And out of blackness evolves pure intelligence. That which is not knowing and that which is knowing. That which is not aware and that which is. And so, in people you can see this metaphorically repeated, that the majority are unaware and therefore they are darkness. They don't assume darkness. They aren't controlled by darkness merely, but they are darkness. This is why the path of salvation is so steep. There is no virtue in sin. There is only darkness and light. There is only ignorance and awareness. And through awareness one finds salvation. This is the final point. This is the final point of all religions. This is the evolution. This is the path man should take, that men should take if they want to find salvation. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Those that despise Saturn despise doing the work. Those that despise Saturn are afraid of law because in their soul they know they have not done right. They know they don't measure up. Saturn is the most spiritual planet. That governs the universe, and those that despise it, they despise it because they can't understand the darkness within themselves. But to see ignorance and to understand it and to contain it, what higher intelligence is that? Even the gods grow bored with pure knowledge. Sometimes the gods come to earth because ignorance is a pleasant rest. And so they go to sleep, and the sleep is pleasant. Pleasant and present. Also, the illusion of time. Time is an illusion. It's a bending of consciousness. All material experience is a bending of consciousness. All real activity, all real experience is mental, and the material illusion corresponds. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Once Shani Dev was caught in a trance, worshipping Lord Shiva, and his wife wanted to get his attention, but he was too deep in a trance, he couldn't hear her, or perhaps didn't care to hear her. And so she cursed him, and he begged her to remove the curse afterwards, but she wouldn't remove it, or perhaps she couldn't. Very relatable. One can become so obsessed in worship of Lord Shiva. Worship of Lord Shiva. To worship Lord Shiva is to conquer tamas, and yet to stay within it, to become one with the blackness and be saved from it all at once. Immunity from the dark wind, from dissolving. And I wonder if that's more substantial than finding salvation at some higher world. If I've manifested, if I have attracted his attention in the past because of my individualistic mentality, perhaps that's quite Shaivistic. Both Saturn and Shiva are quite ascetic gods. Om Kring Kalikaye Namo Namah. 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 Kali Ma is the Mahavidya, the tantric goddess form of Shakti, presiding over the planet Saturn. Kali Ma gives one salvation over the material delusion. Her skin is black as the dark wind, as the dark outer space. She is death. Through Capricorn is seen the structure of society building up, the bare facts, the laws of nature, the laws of the universe higher than that. But through Aquarius can be seen the chaos, the ethereal chaos, the transcendent chaos, higher mind that cannot be contained in flesh, cosmic mind. And in that cosmic mind is death. Death is transformation. Those who cannot transform die. A yogi's body dies, but his soul transforms. A common person dies, and they're thrust out into the blackness, and they're subject to the blackness, and they fall. And yet, man dies many deaths through his life, through their life. Mankind does. Societies as well die many times. But in death is the seed of growth. Death is the key to something higher, to going higher. But if one is not equipped for the next level, then surely one will fall. To perform Tantra is to die many times, many times. To practice Tantra is to become well acquainted with spiritual death, so that one may find power, that one may become powerful, as power is about awareness, and more than awareness, cosmic knowledge. Therefore, Tantra is a fundamentally Aquarian practice. And so those who practice Tantra without being prepared in their soul, they will fall. And the angels and the gods and the demons, the gods and the goddesses and the daemons, they're pleased when an unworthy soul falls. Tantra is comprehensive. What one gains while practicing Tantra, one will keep through all lifetimes, as is the case with many spiritual disciplines, but all the more true with Tantra. Om Shanti.